Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, is another crochet hair review video. And today's crochet hair, as you also saw from the title, is the Rastafri Jamaican curl hair in the color 30. Now if you're not familiar with my crochet hair series, welcome, join the family, smash that subscribe button. But this is how they work. I come on here first with my first day thoughts of a crochet hair, showing you how it looks within the first 24 hours of installing the hair, telling you how long of an install it was, what my braid pattern is, how many knots the hair required, and overall how it looks that very first day. Then I come on here 1 week later, showing you how the hair looks 1 week in, telling you whether it went uphill or downhill over the course of the week, and telling you whether it has been higher or lower maintenance over the course of that week. Then I come on here with my final day thoughts of the hair, showing you how it looks literally on the day I'm about to take that hair out, whether it's been 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, however long of a wear. I come on here and show you how it looks, telling you overall how the hair has held up, whether it's water friendly, active friendly, and overall whether I recommend you try this hair. Now I have timestamps in the description box if you want to skip around to certain parts, but if you want to watch this video all the way through, keep watching to see my first day thoughts on this hair.
A few moments later.
So now coming on here for my first day thoughts on this Rastafri Jamaican curl hair in the color 30. Now this portion of the video is going to be semi-long. I'm just going to go ahead and preface that. I know some of you guys out there don't like it when I'm long-winded, but I know a lot of you guys do. So I'm going to give you a little backstory on this hair. Now you guys have been begging me to try any hair for this brand for probably the longevity that I've had this channel, but this hair is like a ghost in the wind. I literally did not know where to even find anything from this brand, but I stumbled across their Instagram page, and by looking at their Instagram page, you would think they were the hottest brand out here. They are out in the community. They were at the BET Awards. They have many a picture of their hair. They have many of styles. They probably have upwards of like 30 plus crochet hairstyles. And I'm like, how? I commented on one of their pictures and I was like, you guys are killing it, but I do not know where to even purchase your hair. And then they came back and commented, well, you can purchase our hair at these 3 retailers. 3 retailers I have literally never heard of. Now I looked up all 3 of them. All 3, I'm gonna be honest, did not look like the best websites out there. I trust, you know, the Sam's Beauty, the Elevate Styles of the world, Wig Types, Diva Tress, Glamour Tress. There's a lot of sites I do trust. These 3, never heard of them, so I was very skeptical about ordering from them. But I decided to go with one of them, and the site I went with was gmbshair.com. That was one of the options they gave me. It was $9.99 on that site, and I ended up purchasing 5 packs of it because the site gave me no indication of how many would be needed. The site was very vague on the hair in general. Most sites kind of give you a little overview, a brief description. Most of the time they even snag, you know, the words that are on the back of the pack and then just copy and paste, which is good because it allows you to know more about it. This site was very basic, very bland. I'll get into the site in a minute, but let me first go into what you guys are here for and the thoughts on this hair. Now, as you guys know, if you've been following for a little bit, I have dyed my hair to a 30 color. So, of course, I'm going to have to try more 30 color hairs. Looking at the brand overall, they offer a lot of good colors. Main Concept, I realized, doesn't even offer a plain 30. They have that T1B30, which is the last hair I tried, and that Paradise Curl, but they do not have a solid 30. And this whole time I thought they were killing the color game, them and Free Tress, but Rastafri, if I'm saying it wrong, please correct me down below in the comments, they killing the color game even stronger. I mean, in this curl pattern itself, I mean, I will list all the available colors. I'll put a little clip if I can, but they have it in a 1B, 2, 27, 34, GTM, D Gray, GTOM, Fuchsia, GTOM, mint. It's I could go on. It's so many different colors of this hair. Let me get into the install of this hair. I did not install this hair myself. That's because let me see if you guys can actually see that, in 3 hours I will be going to Ohio in a second. I'm going to be in Ohio for the week. When I come back from that, I have an event that I'm going to. Then the next 2 weeks for me are going to be extremely busy. The Ohio trip is a work trip, and then I'm going to be extremely busy more and more at work, and then in my personal life it's just got a lot going on. So I needed a hair and a braid pattern that was going to last me quite some time. I hope that I'm able to get 6 weeks of wear because I need 6 weeks. I don't have 6 free weekends to spend with a new install. So again, I needed a strong foundation. My mother is an incredible braider, and when I give her the leverage to do whatever she wants, and I told her this time she can do whatever she wants as long as the braids are strong, she did that. Now she did 16 braids. That's a lot. That is a lot of braids. I know I typically like to stay in the relative nature of about 11 to 12 braids. She did 16, so they're extremely tiny braids, and the braid pattern that she decided to do was it going straight back, straight back, straight back, and then back up. So braiding kind of in a, I don't know how you would call that, a circle straight back braid pattern. So all 16 are kind of going this way all throughout, and then they form together in a little ball that's kind of sewn in the back of my head, if that makes sense. Very small braids, but she utilized the hair very well. I only bought 5 packs of this hair and I used 4 of them, so this is all I have left of that 5th pack. Now when I got this hair, because the site again wasn't that clear, when I got the packaging of this hair, it said that 6 to 8 packs was going to be needed. 6 to 8 packs of this hair. I had bought 5, so I was kind of panicked when I decided that I needed to install it. I did not know how many I needed because again, this was something that was on the package, was not conveyed at all on the site, and that's another red flag. I wish they had conveyed on the site that you need 6 to 8 packs. It's easy to write out. If it's something that's on the package of hair, why not convert that over to the site? But again, because people don't know how much to order, I'm sitting there kind of calculating in my mind. There are not reviews on this hair where I could go out and, you know, figure it out. When I got this hair on Thursday, today as I'm filming this, it is Sunday. When I got the hair on Thursday, there's nothing I can do to get more additional packs. So as she was installing, I split the hair. So this is how the hair comes in the packaging. This is what one strand looks like. What you're going to want to do to split it is kind of just grab it, go like this, and this is how I handed it to her as she installed it. So I split the hair, every single hair, one time, not 2 times, not 3 times. I split every single hair one time to kind of make up for the fact that I didn't have 6 to 8 packs. So if you look at the model for this Jamaican curl hair, hers looks a little bit different than mine because she probably, and I'm almost 100% sure this is the hair as it looks installed without splitting the hair. I would have loved to install it without splitting it. It's an easy hair. I could have installed it without splitting it if I had 6 to 8 packs, but I didn't. So you got to make use of what kind of you have. Just something to be aware of. The package says you can use 6 to 8 packs. If you split the hair, you probably can get away with just 4 packs, especially the fact that my mom did 16 braids and I still don't feel like there are any sparse areas. So I think she really utilized the fact that she did 16 very small braids in my head. Now going into the site, I don't recommend this site. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. I do not recommend this site for purchasing this hair, from the prices to the shipping. Now the price, I don't know if it would cost any less in your store. It was $9.99 a pack. They recommend you buy 6 to 8 packs. That's almost $60 to $80 pre-tax, pre-shipping if you order this hair. That's a lot of money. Now, it might be worth it. I come back 8 weeks later and I'm like, this is an $80 hair. This is a $60 hair. This is a $40 hair. I could come back and rave about it. But the pricing on their site for other hairs, I looked up how much, like, I think it was Free Trust, Deep Twist. I looked up other hairs that I've tried before. The prices were a little bit elevated, which I was like, okay, all right. But the price for this hair was also elevated. And I was like, is this a $9.99 hair? You know, I like my hairs to be in that $5.99, you know, $6.99, $7.99 on a special occasion type of a deal, especially for this not to be a 2 times or 3 times pack of hair. Also, the shipping on this sucked. Honestly, the site was very misleading in terms of the shipping of it. It said on there, ship same day. Ship same day, and I was like, okay. I ordered it pretty late on 7/2, so July 2nd is when I first ordered this hair. I was like, okay, it's very late, but it should at least ship the 3rd. And I got a shipping confirmation on the 3rd that it was prepared, it was shipping. And then I checked their site. They are located in Tennessee. I'm located in North Carolina. They have how long it's going to take in each state that you live, how long it's going to take to get to you. So I'm like, it just shipped. It's not going to get to me on the 4th because it's 4th of July. And maybe it'll get to me on the 5th, but I won't, you know, hold any grudges if it doesn't. Probably going to get to me on Monday or something. Checked on Tuesday, still said label created. Checked on Tuesday of the following week, and I'm like, for a hair that's labeled as ships the same day, and for a hair that is going to come from Tennessee, which is the next state over from North Carolina, I'm confused on what's happening here. So I reached out to them, and then they decided to go ahead and ship it. They were like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and ship this now. So then it got to me by that Thursday. So ordered it the Tuesday before, got to me on that Thursday. I don't feel like I was being unreasonable in what I wanted and when I wanted to get the hair done, because I ordered it the Tuesday Tuesday of the week prior, and I was like, well, at least it shouldn't take more than 2 weeks to get to me. I shouldn't have to reach out for you guys to ship anything. And I can go into more detail because I actually ordered from them on the 3rd, I think. Once I got that shipping confirmation from them for this hair, I was like, oh my god, this site is so fast. Let me order some other hair that I ordered on the 3rd, and that today here on the 14th I don't have. So I ordered some other hair on the 3rd of July, and then on the 14th still don't have that hair. And my issue is always, I don't care if the shipping's going to take 2 weeks. I don't care if the shipping's going to take 3 weeks if it's explained to me up front. If you give me a timeline that it's going to take 5 to 6 days to process, you're not going to get the same, even though we say same day shipping. That's a lie. Don't promise same day shipping. Don't promise 1 day to 2 day delivery if you're not going to follow up on those promises. Just say we're going to take a while. Just give yourself that leeway. Don't give us customers who expect and may have expectations to get our hair done on a certain day. Don't give us those expectations. But I digress. I just want to give you a little backstory on my ordering with this company. This is what the hair looks like. Let me get up in camera too so you can kind of see. The site says nothing about this hair, but the package says, experience the tropics of Rastafri's Jamaican curl. The beautiful S wave curl is made with a soft, resilient fiber embraced with tapered finish and falls 19 inches in length. It does look very much so 19 inches. When I first got it, I was like, okay, this is about good 20 inches. With this install, it did take her about 3.5 hours to install. About 2 hours, maybe 10 minutes of that was the braiding of it. I realized she was doing something special, but again, I gave her full creative control because I needed her, whatever she was going to do, it needed to be tight. And it took her about 2 hours and 10 minutes. I remember we watched 2 episodes of Snapped as she installed yesterday. And then it took her maybe an hour 15 to install the actual hair as I handed it to her and split the hair. So I'd say give it about 3.5 hours, 4 hours of install if you do exactly as I do. Knotting wise, she did a 2 knots in the back, and she says she invisible knotted in the front. I was not the hugest fan of her invisible knotting, and that's the one reason why I don't like other people do my hair. Not because they don't do an incredible job, it's just that when I come on camera and talk about somebody else's install of the hair, I always feel like I'm throwing shade, but really I don't know if I could have done any better or could have done any worse. So in terms of the knotting of the hair, it wasn't as realistic as I really wanted those front knots to be. You guys know I really pride myself on my front knots looking very realistic. I do the Love It Speaks method in terms of my invisible knotting. I don't know what really method she uses. I wasn't really watching it as much, but she did do invisible knots, and I felt like they were a little bit more visible, and I'm gonna get up in camera so you guys can kind of see a little bit more visible than I typically like. So what I did was I got my teasing comb. I bought this from Nia Natural Hair site. She's an amazing crochet hairstylist. I talk about her in a lot of my videos because if I lived in the DMV and I could catch her when her calendar opens, because her calendar is always full, I would go to her. She prides herself in her seamless looking crochet hair. It's kind of more so the illusion method where it looks like it's growing out of your scalp, and she does that by back combing with a comb that she sells on her site, which I bought because I want to achieve the method that she has achieved. And so I decided to see if I could give it a whirl with this hair. The last few hairs that I've been trying are a little bit more rigid hair. Paradise Curl is more rigid from the pre-stretch line of Main Concept. So you need a softer hair, and this hair is that soft, resilient fiber like they talk about. So it kind of worked. I gave it a little try. I won't show you guys the full method until I can really get it napped down. I think I did a kind of good job at making it look a little bit more, you know, growing out of my scalp. What it really involves is you back combing the hair a little bit. Another thing is I might have to crack open that 5th pack a little bit because on this side she was a little bit scared to go up to my scalp or go up all the way. So there are some on this side that she kind of didn't fill in all the way because she was like, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, I don't have no worries. I will crochet all the way to the tippy top of my hair. So again, that's something I'm going to go and probably fill in. So I probably will crack open that 5th pack a little bit just to kind of fill in these sparse areas that she kind of left a little bit more open. But other than that, that's kind of the install of the hair. Again, back combing, I will try it, but I have to try soft hairs. This hair is very soft, and I will definitely say that's one thing I've noticed about this hair. The first day, very, very soft hair. And it might be a little bit softer than it would be if I left it unsplit. Unsplit, it might not even be as soft, but this hair is so soft that last night I did not know what to put on it. Of course, you guys will see in my later thoughts, but first day, really having some hesitations with the softness and really confused in what I should do tonight and over the course of the week, because again, I am traveling tomorrow. In 24 hours I'll be on a plane and I won't have my product. I won't even have scissors really, so to cut out any frizz, and that's the thing I've kind of noticed. But I'll try to do a good job at cutting it tonight. I have not cut this hair, so what you guys are seeing right now is it purely installed, and it's 19 inches of length, and this is what it is looking like. Again, do not recommend this site. I don't know where you would purchase this hair, but again, I don't like reviewing things, and I don't put my stamp of approval on sites that I don't trust. And again, I do not trust this site as of yet, and I don't know if I trust any of the sites Rastafri even listed and gave me as option. I even commented back on their picture and was like, do you have any intentions on going more commercial? I'm not going to tell a business how to run their business. If they're doing very well and selling well on these 3 sites and in stores, then by all means keep doing it. They're not in any stores near me. I love my Tyson. You guys know I live in Charlotte. I love my Tyson. They're not there. So I would really be interested if they got into more of a Sam's Beauty and an Elevate Styles and a wig type. And sites that I've bought from before and I really do trust, this site didn't have a PayPal option. I typically like to pay with PayPal just in case. They didn't have a PayPal option, although it's listed on their site. They say they accept PayPal. When you go to check out, PayPal doesn't even come up as an option to pay. So I just didn't like their overall approach as a site. So I don't trust them. Commented on their brand site, asked them did they have any intentions to go to a more commercial site. They didn't respond to me, which is fine. I know they got a lot of comments. I commented on a picture that was like 7 weeks old, so not everybody sees their pictures, but I was like, I would love to like review your hair, and I would love to, you know, show it on a mainstream level. Again, I spent my own coin on this, so this wasn't a reach out to them to work with them on any kind of projects, but it was to say I like reviewing hair. I like to give my audience options, but I want to give them options and make sure they can purchase from a site I trust. So again, maybe something will change. Maybe in my final thoughts they'll have responded to me and I'll have some suggestions for you. But overall, first day thought, very interested in seeing how this hair holds up. If you want to see how it holds up 1 week from now, just keep watching to see my 1 week thought on this Jamaican curl hair.
1 week later.
So now coming on here for my first week thoughts of this Jamaican curl hair. Now this is what it is giving you 1 week in. Let me turn around. Of course, I have cut this hair and I will get into that in just 1 second, but as you can see, I'm dressed up. I have an event to go to that I should have left for right now, so this is going to be done pretty quickly in terms of my first week thoughts of this hair. Now overall, first weekend, this is not a low maintenance hair, and I'm so glad that I was able to travel last week with this hair and to see how it reacts when I don't have any products, when I don't have my scissors with me, when I don't have the things that I need to maintain the hair, when I don't have those, because I can't pack mousse on the plane, especially when I'm carrying a carry-on only. My mousse is way over 3 ounces. Cannot have those scissors on my carry-on bag, so I had to see how this hair worked, and it didn't work long in terms of the length of the hair. The hair was 19 inches. Didn't cut it really until Thursday of this past week. Today is Sunday as I'm filming this, so I didn't really have a chance to cut the hair. The hair just didn't work long, and also it's not low maintenance in terms of the nighttime care of this hair. You will have to twist this hair up at night. When I say twist this hair, I mean just take it, twist it into 4 to 5. I typically did 5 with the kind of bigness of this hair. I did 5 chunky twists throughout my hair, put it up in a pineapple after I got done twisting it. So after all the twists are together, putting it up in a pineapple and going to sleep that way. I had to do that. I realized I had to do that starting Wednesday of this week. So again, this hair is not a hair that you just pineapple loosely. You're gonna have to kind of twist it before you put this hair up at night. Now for some of you guys out there, that's not a lot. For me, I like something where I can just really lay it on down within, you know, 1 minute. This is going to be a 5 to 7 minute process with the twisting of this hair. It's a little bit easier now that the hair is shorter, and again, this hair did not work well for me long. This hair needed to be cut because the tangles. I cut this hair literally almost as soon as I landed. Got home Thursday evening, cut. I was like, no. I need to get around somebody's scissors. I was going to buy some scissors while I was up in Ohio, but no. I waited till I got home, cut this hair, and I just feel like it works way better as I think I cut it up to maybe this is a 12 to 10 inch length. Works absolutely well in that sense. This is not, again, like I said in my first day thoughts, a hair that you're going to use Hawaiian Silky with. This is going to be a hair that you're going to want to use more of a mousse product. So I did use my Vkillz mousse when I detangled this hair. Did not use it daily. Probably, I think I applied it Sunday right after I filmed my first day thoughts. I didn't know if I needed a product. I applied mousse to it, and then I applied it again Thursday when I came back. So you're not going to need to use product daily easily, but you're going to need to use product to detangle this hair. This hair does have a tendency to want to tangle a little bit. Right now I have kind of detangled it because I was going out today and I had an event to go to, which you'll probably see in a vlog, so make sure you are watching my vlogs to see me in real life with hair and living my real life with hair. I can't say whether it being a colored hair has played a factor in the fact that it's tangled more, or that it's been the way that it's been, but overall I say for it to be a colored hair, it's not frizzing terribly bad, and I'll get up on camera for it to be a weekend. It still looks very natural, kind of looks like it's growing out of my scalp now, and I really do like it. It's blending really well with my color. I'm gonna have to skedaddle, but you will see my final thoughts on this Jamaican curl hair coming up right now.
Later.
So now coming on here for my final week's thoughts on this Rastafri Jamaican curl hair. Now, as the signs say, today is week 3 with this hair. However, I really don't plan on taking this hair out for another week or 2. But the reason why I'm filming is because this week, literally Wednesday of this week, I'm going to turn over to the left so you can see there are some boxes because your girl is moving. I don't know what the next few weeks looks like for me in terms of planning content, even recording content. Quite honestly, don't even know if I'll pick up the camera in the next 2 weeks, so I wanted to really get this out before I forgot. But I do plan on wearing this hair for a couple more weeks, so just want to get that out of the way. Now, this is what the hair is looking like at week 3, but I really don't see it really changing over the next 2 weeks. It's really been quite consistent for the last 2 weeks, I would say, since I came with my 1 week thoughts. It's been pretty much holding up the exact same way. I really don't see this hair majorly changing. The thing I will say about this hair though, it is a medium maintenance hair, meaning this isn't a hair that you're just going to be able to, you know, put in a pineapple at night and walk out the door. I think I said this in my first week thought. This is a twist up at night hair. Now, in my first week thoughts, I don't know if I mentioned what product I was using, and I don't even think at that time I was using Hawaiian Silky, but over the last couple weeks, Hawaiian Silky has been the GOAT with this hair. Hawaiian Silky is the product that you're going to need with this hair, just because it does add a little bit to the rigidity of this hair. This hair is very rigid when it doesn't have any product on it. Now, not a lot of Hawaiian Silky. Now, if you guys saw my Afri Natural Cynical Bantu Twist routine video, I'll link it up above. You guys know I used a lot of that Hawaiian Silky on that hair, but that hair can take it and soak it in. Now, with this hair, you're gonna have to use kind of a real dime-sized amount with that product, because this hair will not soak it in like that hair does. It will kind of sit on top of it if you use a lot. So you're gonna be very generous with the amount of Hawaiian Silky that you use with this hair, and also the timing of using that Hawaiian Silky with this hair. With that hair, I only had to detangle, use product about once a week. With this hair, it's almost once every 3 days. This hair really gets dry, and somebody told me in a video, well, it's synthetic hair, so you can't use the word dry. That's the only word I know how to describe this hair. Dry isn't the right word. Please correct me down below, but dry is the way it feels. You guys know what dry hair feels like. This is what this feels like. It feels a little bit drier than most. So I definitely say you're gonna need to, if dryness is something that irks you, which it does irk me, you're gonna want to use product a little bit more. Hawaiian Silky is that product that you're gonna want to use. Now, if you do use a mousse, I definitely say you're gonna have to combine it with a braid sheen spray. Whatever braid sheen spray is your choice product, you're gonna have to use that, because this hair is gonna need a little bit more moisture. But I definitely will give this hair the categorization of being a medium maintenance hair. Now, the thing I'd also say about this hair is this color is beautiful. Can you guys see this? This is a color 30. Of course, my hair now is a color 30. It matches my real hair perfectly. In my very last video that I did, I said Main Concept is really good at colors. They do colors better than anyone in the game. Hold that thought real quick. Rastafri said, don't count me out, because they make some incredible colors. But having said that, Rastafri is going to need to get in some stores, going to need to get online presence that I can trust. Now, I will link down below where I purchased this hair. Again, I do not go up for this site. This is not a site that I love. This isn't a site that I really vouch for. So if you guys buy it from there, buyer beware. But again, the list of options that they gave me for online retailers, I'll only leave it right here. These are not places I've ever bought from. And they might be to you guys out there. Some of you guys might be, I trust them. That's my favorite site to buy from. For you guys out there, cool. But I will not put my name behind these sites as trusted sites. And the thing about them is they are so present on IG. One of the most present Instagram brands out out there. I'll link their handle right down below. Check them out. They are out in the community. They are doing giveaways. They post in their stories almost every day. You don't ever see Harlem 125, Free Tress, Outright Sensational being as present as this brand is online. So they are very present for them not to be that present online and in stores. Like, they don't have a site. Like, Main Concept has a site, at least. You can't order from the Main Concept site, but they have their site. They show you the hairs. Rastafri could use a site that also had a store locator, so you could put your zip code in and maybe they can give you store options, because they are not in my local stores. And I feel like I live in a metropolitan city area, a city that should have them a lot more readily available. Charlotte is a big city. We had just had the NBA All-Star, so we are a huge city. Now I'm going to get a question, of course, active friendly, water friendly, and all that. I have to say, this hair is medium maintenance on land. That's how I generally start things off. I start things off as, how is the hair on land? It's been medium maintenance on land. I'm not the most active person, and I'm not going swimming with this hair because I have to wear it for another 2 weeks. And if it goes south, I can't take them chances. I can't take them chances. I love doing YouTube, and you guys are like, well, why don't you do it for us? I gotta do it for me sometimes too, because again, YouTube ain't my full-time job. I gotta go into work, and I can't go into work looking crazy. But this hair on land has been medium maintenance. I've had to put a little bit more effort into detangling it. So if you live an active lifestyle, I'm only going to assume you're going to be a lot more active than I am. I have a very sedentary life. If you're active and it's medium maintenance for me as a sedentary person, it's definitely going to be a lot more maintenance on you if you're active. Same thing goes for water. I'm 50-50 on how this hair would hold up in water type situations. Again, you have to put some maintenance in this hair. You're going to have to detangle it maybe once every 3 days, 2 days, and adding that water element in it is just going to add a little bit more, I'd say, maintenance to the hair. So 50-50. I don't think it'd be terrible to swim in. I honestly don't think it'd be terrible. I don't think it would be the first on my list to swim in. And again, I'll link up above my video on my hairs that I do feel like would be the top swim hairs. Those hairs, for the most part, if you kind of watched a lot of my videos, you'll notice those were hairs that I rated as low maintenance on land. So they're only going to be low maintenance in water too. So again, that's kind of where I stand on active friendly and water friendly. But you guys be the judge of this hair down below. How are you feeling this Rastafri Jamaican curl hair? Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up even if you didn't enjoy it. We like all of the love and support over here on this channel. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any of this good hair content. And I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Instrumental, giving them one time. It's okay. Bad Bunty, go take you there.